What's good, YouTube? Just came from class, you already know, man. But we got another how-to video. We learned how to make custom t-shirts. I know this video is long awaited, but it's gonna get done right now. So stay tuned.
Cool, run it. Get my money. Ayy, ayy, wrist shine it. Ayy, so but I can't see the time. I got a pint. So they said she wanna lie. Yeah. I walk into her, this that walking now. She walk into my room, she steady talking about her dude. It's pretty awkward, cause she knew. Don't be shocked, boy, I'm the truth. Ayy, static, yeah. I put that bitch in the back of the alley. She wearing the collar, she belly. Ayy, took a little bit like a salad. I think she an addict, she gotta have it. Ayy, told the little bitch I'm not average. She laughing, like, scheming, some missing fantastic, yeah. And all your Gucci merch come in plastic.
Oh shoot, I'm knocking down stuff. But, alright, so, materials. So we're gonna need some heat transfer vinyl. Your standard t-shirt. Weeder. Silhouette cameo. And a heat press. All the materials that I'll be using will be in the description below. And our first step to do is to make our design. So we're off. All right, so the first thing you want to do is get some images off the internet. All right, so now all I did was Google FAMU font. So I put it in, it had a preview text. So I just wrote it in and it gave me this. But the problem with this is I don't like the way this F looks. It doesn't look like the regular F, but I do like the way everything else is over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot this. Command Shift 4 to screenshot on a Mac. If you didn't know, I'm just going to screenshot it. But now I just need to find a real F. So I just Googled an F. I Googled FAMU Fila F logo and it gave me this one. I like the transparent background, so this is the one I'm going to use. So I'm just going to save this one, save it to downloads. Alright, now we're ready to go to Silhouette Studios. Alright, so now let's just start getting our images. So I got this. I got this. Let's make this bigger. Let's make all of these bigger. Now the first thing you want to do is start tracing everything. So you're going to go to this icon right here. It looks like a butterfly. It's going to trace over everything. Make it a little bit higher. Hit trace. And now we're going to do the same thing for this image. Hit trace. Alright, now it's time to get rid of everything we don't want. So I'm going to drag it. I'm going to select this image. And then I'm going to go to Release Compound Path. So now everything is separated. So I'm going to start deleting everything I don't want. I do not want any of this stuff down here and the outer border. So I'm going to hit delete. I don't want this border either. Delete. Alright, and now we're left with this. And now I'm going to make this a compound path because these two are separated. Just hit undo to put it back where it needs to go. Make compound path. Now I'm going to do the same thing for this. Release compound path. I do not want this F right here because it's ugly. Then I'm just going to hit delete. I'm going to make sure everything is back to a compound path. Alright. Make everything is the same size and get everything lined up. To make everything line up, you can just go to this tool right here. Just hit one of these. I think the F needs to be a little bit bigger. Let's line it up. And everything is about the same size. Alright. See how crispy these lines are? So some of these lines are kind of off. You can just double click it, and then you see all these points. I don't really want all these points, so I'm gonna just hit simplify. It makes everything a little smoother. Let me zoom back out. Alright, and now we're ready to go with our image. So I'm just gonna combine everything by making it a compound path again. Now everything is stuck together. Alright, so now let's add some color to this. So you're gonna go to this paint symbol. You're gonna put some green. Yeah, I like this green, but this piece right here is supposed to be orange. So we're gonna have to release compound path. And we're gonna make this orange. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. So this is what your design is supposed to look like. Alright. Okay. So the next step is to separate your different colors. So the bottom of the F and the A, M, and the U are together because they're all going to be green. So we're just going to group it. And this is going to be its own little piece. So this is going to be a two-color design. So we're going to have to print out, cut two different sections. So let's go and size this. We're going to make this a lot smaller so it can fit in the cut lines. I try to make it as big as possible. I think that's good enough. So this is going to be about 12 inches across and almost 4 inches down. So your next step would be to flip it horizontally. This is a very, very, very important step, because if you don't flip it, when you put it on a shirt, it's going to be backwards, basically. All right, now that everything looks correct, now you're ready to start cutting. But first, let's move this orange piece away. So this is going to be your first cut, this green. It really doesn't matter what you cut first. So it's going to be this green. Go to cutter. You want it to be heat transfer smooth. Make sure everything's okay. Bring the force up to 10. Then you hit send. And you want to do the same thing for the orange. You're going to do the same thing. Bring it down in between the cut lines. Go to send. Heat transfer smooth. Force 10. Speed 8. Every computer is different between the force and how old your blade is. So you might want to, play around with it before you start cutting. Then you'll just hit send. Yeah, I really thought I was gonna have y'all listening to that song. Nah.
Scott a singer. Yeah. Cool, run it. Get my money. Ay, wrist shine it. So but I can't see the time.
Alright, so here's my heat press. We're using Easy Weave vinyl, so you have to set your heat press to 305 degrees for 15 seconds. Alright, so the first step is to center your shirt. How do you do that, you may ask? Okay, so you take the collars, you match them up, fold it in half like this at the collar. Then you give it a 2-second press. Okay, maybe like 5 seconds. All right. So now you got a line in the middle of your shirt. Now you want to get under the armpits. Then you want to fold it in half like that. Then you give it like another 5-second press. And now you have a cross in the middle of your shirt. So that's basically the center of your shirt. Now you want to put the garment or the shirt on the plate. So then you want to fold your design in half. Let me get this in half. So it's folded in half. Place it on there. All right, and this is a 2-color design and nothing is being layered. So I can actually put this orange piece on there. So I'm just gonna place it where it needs to go. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm good at this, so yeah, I've been doing this for a while. So that looks about right. You want a space in between the neck of the shirt and the design. So just think of it as 4 fingers like this. So you want to put your 4 fingers like, you get on this side, 4 fingers, and this is where the beginning of your design should start. So I'm gonna move this up, still keeping the crease on the same line. All right, everything's lined up. Placing my second color. Alright. You want to put your Teflon sheet. I forgot to mention this in the materials. But this is very important because if you don't have this, the material will burn and stick and it will get a little messy and stuff. So definitely need this. Put this on. 15 seconds. All right, so you want to make sure you clamp it down. Just give it a little shake. Taking off the backing. And there you have it. Nice custom shirt. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, leave it in the comments below. Thank you.